Almighty God, who in thy wisdom and goodness has appointed the offices of rulers and parliament for the welfare of society and just government of men, we beseech thee to behold with thy abundant favor us thy servants, whom thou hast been pleased to call to the performance of important trusts in this land. Let thy blessing descend upon us here in this house assembled. Grant us that we may treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner to promote thy honor and glory, to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of this country and of those whose interests thou hast committed to our church. Amen.
Correction and approval of the records of votes on proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Thursday, 16 March 2023.
Honorable members, the record of votes and proceedings of Thursday, 16th March 2023 is before us for correction and approval. Can any honorable member move a motion for correction and approval of the said record of votes and proceedings? Honorable member for Sabak Sanyal.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I rise to move that the record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sittings of Thursday, 16th March 2023 be corrected and approved. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any seconder, honorable members? Honorable member for Kiang Central.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I rise to second the motion.
It has been moved and seconded that the record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Thursday, 16th March 2023 be considered and approved. Honorable members, as usual, you can begin to make observations on the issues on the proceedings. We go through the record of votes and proceedings page by page as usual, beginning with page 1. Honorable members, we can now move to page 2. Honorable Member for Kiang East.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. On Thursday, I was absent. I was not here. I called Alifa to inform him that I was going for a test on Thursday, so I wasn't here on Thursday.
Honorable Member, just refer us to the number on
Number
the page.
19.
Pardon?
Number 19.
Number 19
Yes.
on page 2.
Page 2, yes.
That is Yaya Gassama.
Exactly, yes.
You said you were not,
I was not here.
and you were marked present.
Yes. On Wednesday, I called Halifa and informed me that I was going for a test, for a medical test on Thursday, so I wasn't around.
But you were here when I was making a ruling on the
Yes, I was.
commission.
I was.
Okay. Honorable members, Honorable Yaya Gassama of Kiang East, number 19 on page 2, should be removed from those present and taken to those not present. Any more observations on page 2? Honorable members, we now move to page 3. Honorable member for Woolly East.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the second paragraph of page 3, where it is mentioned Honorable Bileji Tungara, member for Birikama. We can remove that Birikama there and just maintain Kantora.
Page 3. On page 3.
Yes,
Paragraph.
the second paragraph, which says Honorable Bileji Tungara, member for Birikama. We remove the Birikama and just maintain Kantora.
I have not seen that.
And that's page 4. Okay, sorry. I thought, okay.
Okay. You are on page 4. Okay. When we read there, all right. No more honorable members on page 3. Then we can move to page 4. Yes, honorable member for Woolly East. You said Bilegi Tunkara.
Yes, the second paragraph where you say Bileji Tungara, member for Birikama Kantora. So
we remove the word Birikama and leave Kantora. Huh? Thank you very much. Noted. Any order on page 4? Okay, honorable members, it has been moved and seconded that the record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Thursday, 16th March 2023 be approved with amendments. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk, can we proceed?
Orders 72 and 73, Committee of the Whole House and Consideration Stage. 1. Committee of the Whole House and Consideration Stage on the Local Government Amendment Bill 2022. Honorable Alajes Dabo, member from the Birikama North.
Honorable members, Honorable members will recall that the Local Government Amendment Bill 2023 was committed to the Committee of the Whole Assembly by the Assembly Business Committee for consideration stage. Accordingly, in accordance with Order 66-2B1 of the Standing Orders, the committee stage on the said bill is scheduled for today. During the consideration stage, honorable members shall have the opportunity to give detailed consideration and scrutiny to every clause of the bill. This stage also provides the first opportunity for amendments to the bill to be debated and voted on. I will now therefore resolve the Assembly into the Committee of the Whole Assembly to give consideration to the bill. Honorable members, the Assembly now resolves into the Committee of the Whole Assembly. The Assembly will now go into the Committee of the Whole Assembly to consider the Local Government Amendment Bill 2022, clause by clause. We will be guided by Orders 70 and 71 of the Standing Orders during the consideration stage. We now invite the clerk and we go into the bill clause by clause.
Clause 1, subtitle.
It is proposed that clause 1 stands part of the bill.
Yeah. Chair.
Yes, please.
Yes, if you look at the subtitle of the bill, it is 2022. So when we are doing it today, I believe we should put 2023 there. Should be Act 2023 instead. Yeah.
That's the stage we are now. You can make proposals and amendments to the various clauses. Yes, so you are proposing that we amend it to 2023. List? Yes. Any seconder? Yes, Honorable. It's been moved and seconded. Then let's amend it. The Act may be cited as the Local Government Amendment Act 2023 instead of 2022. Proposals or observations on clause 1? Now we go. Honorable members, it is proposed that clause 1 stands part of the bill as amended. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clause 1 now stands part of the bill. Clerk.
Clause 2, amendment of Cap 3301.
It is proposed that Clause 2, amendment of Cap 3301, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Loud. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it looks like people have not had their breakfast.
Clause 3, amendment of Section 9A.
It is proposed that Clause 3, amendment of Section 9A, stand part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 4, amendment of Section 19.
It is proposed that Clause 4, amendment of Section 19, stand part of the bill. Yes, Honorable Minority Leader.
Honorable Chair, would like to propose amendment to the said proposal, and the amendment, the copy has been circulated to members. We could now read Section 19 of the Principal Act is amended in subsection 1 by A, removing the word or at the end of the paragraph E, and B, substituting for the full stop in paragraph F and a semicolon and the word or, and then the insertion can come, that is inserting the following new paragraph immediately after paragraph F, which reads, G, upon dissolution of the council. I so propose.
Honorable members, any seconder to the proposed amendment? Honorable member for Kiang East. Second. Honorable members, it is proposed that Clause 4, amendment of Section 19, stand part of the bill as amended. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 5, amendment of Section 20.
It is proposed that Clause 5, amendment of Section 20, stand part of the bill. Yes, majority. And member for Kantora.
Thank you very much, Chair, for giving the floor. I want to propose to expunge Section 20 in reference to the Supreme Court decision. If you look at the ruling, Section 20 of the Local Government Act, which contain provision for the removal of office of members of council, is not inconsistent with any provision of the Constitution in intra vires and therefore valid, which means there is no need for us to amend. The court decision is saying that it's valid. So I'm proposing for to expunge the entire 20. Thank you.
The proposal is that the clause, yeah, I'm coming. It is proposed that the entire clause 20 be expunged from the bill. Any seconder? Okay, it's seconded. Yes, I will invite you, Honorable Minority. Yes.
Yeah, I want to maintain the proposal to leave Section 20, that is for the removal of the member from office. The procedure here has given that autonomy to members to be involved in the removal process, and where the need arise for the Chief Justice to be involved in appointing the tribunal instead of the minister. I think it is very ideal. We will leave the proposal as earlier on proposed.
Honorable members, any seconder to that, so the other proposal, the contract proposal, any seconder, that we retain it as it is. Where? Which member? Yes, Honorable, is seconded by the Honorable Member for Central Madibu. Honorable members, we find ourselves in catch-22 situation. There is proposal. Yes, I will allow you. There are two proposals on the floor. It may mean that we may have to resort to vote to resolve it. Yes, Honorable Member for Serekunda West.
Yeah, before we resort to vote, would it be ideal for us to get a legal advice, since the Minister of Justice is around? Can he throw light on that for us before we vote?
Honorable members, the proposal is we invite the Honorable Minister, the Attorney General and the Minister of Justice to express an opinion on it, legal opinion on it.
It's not a bill of the Honorable Minister.
Oh,
It's not, yeah.
Honorable members, please, anybody who wants to comment, just raise your tag. We will give everybody an opportunity to talk. That's a proposal from the Honorable Member for Serekunda West. Yes, minority, you want to say something?
I'm trying to say it's not a proposal, the bill of the Honorable Minister. We have our legal team. I would like them to shed light on it. They can speak.
Your legal team.
I'm trying to say, I call on to the proposal because there is going to be that lacuna if this provision is not in place. If members want to remove a member for reasons of abuse of office, corruption, misconduct, and any other provision of the members, involvement of the members should be there. And then what was against the position of the members is for the involvement of the minister and the president in the process. But here, after the members' process is exhausted, it can be forwarded to the Chief Justice for the Chief Justice to set a tribunal. And that is in course. It is upon the recommendation of the Chief Justice, then there the members can now move to remove the member based on the ruling by the tribunal. So if the tribunal is not there, that would be that lacuna.
Chair, okay. Can I be heard? Honorable Member for Kantora.
Yeah, reason why I come up with a proposal, we have to be constitutionally inclined. Anything we're doing, it has to be in tandem or in line with the Constitution. And the Constitution does provides this process. So bringing a new element of tribunal here and there, you are going inconsistent to the Constitution. And that is why in the ruling of the Supreme Court, they made it crystal clear that it is therefore valid and intra-vires. Thank you very much.
Honorable members, I don't know why we should oppose hearing from the Attorney General. I mean, it's an opinion. His opinion may differ from yours. He can say A, you say B. That's why you are here. So the Honorable Member for Serekunda West, why don't we allow another legal opinion and see? Do you need that? We don't. No. Video? No. Okay. No. All right. Okay. Honorable members, it looks from the murmurs and comments, it looks like you just don't want to invite the Honorable Minister.
Maybe lower sound. Oh,
Yes. Chair. Yes, Honorable Member for Nyamina Dankunku.
Thank you very much, Chair. Chair. Honorable Chair, what we have here is very easy. And if we make a reflection on the debate we made during the second reading, we all bank our support of the bill based from the ruling of the Supreme Court. Now, I think this is very easy. What the Supreme Court told us in the amendment is against the Constitution. We can actually do away with that. What the Supreme Court told us is in line with the Constitution. We can go with that one. At least that would definitely help us.
Honorable Member. Yes, Honorable Member for.
Yes, Speaker, I definitely seconded Minority Leader, but after reading the ruling made by the Supreme Court, I'm convinced that it's intra-virus, so therefore stand valid.
Honorable Member for Woolly East. Yes, what I want the mover to do. What I want the mover to do is to read. Central Body, the mover to read the amendment, whatever amendment you want to read it in full. Let us hear what you are saying.
No, Honorable Speaker, clarification here.
Hello.
It says it's inconsistent.
If the mover of the motion, the proposal is making, let him, there are two movers of the motion. With who? The two motions on the floor. No, the original motion. Yeah, okay. Of the motion. Okay. Yes, let him read. The original motion, no, Honorable, he is making a suggestion. He is saying that, he said what? Woolly is one mover of the motion to read in total what the amendment he is proposing. What is the amendment in total? When you put your words together. Honorable Member, clause 20 is on pages 2, 3, and even 4. That's too long. I think let's all of us read it. So for us to make an informed decision. May I ask Member for Controller?
There is a proposal on the floor. We propose to be expunged. That's a proposal based on the inconsistency of the current provision of the Constitution.
All right.
Yeah.
Some people don't understand.
Please, can we understand? We understand.
Let's go to the parent section of the Act. The parent section of the Act reads, subject to subsection 2, a chairperson, deputy chairperson, or other member of council may be removed from office by a resolution supported by 2/3 of all the members of the council on any of the following grounds: abuse of office, corruption, misconduct, or such physical or mental incapacity as would render him or her incapable of discharging the duties of the office. That's for one. And two, for the purpose of removing the chairperson, deputy chairperson, or other member of a council under subsection 1 of this section, a notice in writing signed by not less than 2/3 of all members of the council shall be submitted to the deputy chairperson in the case of the removal of the chairperson, and to the chairperson in the case of removal of the deputy chairperson or any other member of council. A, stating that they intend to pass a resolution to remove the person, deputy chairperson, or other member of the council, as the case may be, or any of the grounds are set out in subsection 1 above. B, setting out in the case of removal under subsection 1 other than paragraph D, the particulars of the charge supported by the necessary documents were applicable on which it is claimed that the conduct of the chairperson, deputy chairperson, or other member of the council, as the case may be investigated for the purpose of removal. The chairperson or deputy chairperson, as the case may be, shall within 24 hours after receipt of the notice referred to him or her under subsection 2, cause a copy of the notice to be transmitted to the minister. The minister shall, now here is involving the minister. The minister shall, on receiving the notice under subsection 1, 3, on the following or any finding of irregularity that concern any action of omission or by chairperson, deputy chairperson, or other member of the council by commission of inquiry institute under subsection 1.5. A, suspend the chairperson. Now the minister is supposed to suspend the chairperson, deputy chairperson, or other member of the council concerned, in which case the deputy chairperson shall act as chairperson and councillor appointed by the member of the council from among the elected members. B, investigate the allegation contained in the notice and report its finding to the president. Now the president is also involved in the process, stating whether or not there is a case for the removal of the chairperson, deputy chairperson, or other member of the council. It goes on. Now what we are amending, this is what we are amending. Now it is followed like this. The one will remain subject to subsection 2, a paragraph of the council may, a member of the council may be removed from office by a resolution by 2/3 of all the members of the council on any of the following grounds: abuse, corruption, misconduct, or in fiscal capacity. Yes, then the difference look at the major difference between what is the major difference now will be. If I understand it, my lord. Yes, I'm coming down. It's 4. Yeah, 4. The major difference will now be under 4, where we will not have the involvement of the minister and that of the president. We'll have the chairperson or deputy chairperson, as the case may be, shall within 5 days after receipt of the notice, instead of minister now is the chairperson, and transmit a copy of it to the Chief Justice. The minister, to the Chief Justice, the minister, and the member in question. The Chief Justice shall within 10 working days after receipt of the notice constitute the tribunal. This is what the difference is. Constitute the tribunal to investigate the allegation contained in the notice. A minority. And report its findings to the council. Yes, minority. Then the major difference from your record, yes, is that instead of making inference to the minister, and you want it to the Supreme Court. Yes, the Chief Justice, for the Chief Justice to set the tribunal. That's what I'm saying. Instead of the minister, is the Chief Justice. So that's what I'm saying. That's the major difference. Yes, member for Lower Salon.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. You know, my leader, the job is making the judgment make this work easy for us, and we all debate through this judgment. And the member for Serunda, let's allow the minister. We have to trust our own people that we put in office. Let him advise us legally, because he's not legal minded. I'm not legal minded. Let him advise legally, please.
Honorable member, I think that suggestion came up, and there were murmurs, and it looks like people don't want that. Honorable Speaker. Yes, honorable member for Olumi.
Mr. Speaker, I think it's very easy here. The judgment on section 20 is very clear. You see, even if you want to bring the minister to come and give an opinion, it's just going to be the same. I think what we need to do is to go into voting. If we disagree, we vote and then move on. This
minority. Yeah, thank you very much, Chair. I think my friends to understand, we are trying to regularize the lacunas to join him and then make sure that any provision that is found void, we are in agreement with that. But any judgment also found valid, and also it's also not even in consonant with the law, a constitution, that's the supreme law, we should stand to support that. So my solution is to expunge the proposal of Section 20 from the bill. Thank you.
Honorable members, I will now put the final question, and if there are disagreements, we will go into, I'm not entertaining any more comments. We are now going to, I'm going to put a question. If we have dissenting voices, we go into a vote. Honorable members, it is proposed that Section 20, removal of a member from office, be expunged from the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. No. The ayes have it. From honorable members, from what I have heard, the ayes had it. But there is claim to be a division, and if there is that claim for a division, we will go into a vote. So minority, you are claiming that the ayes don't have it. Okay, honorable members. Now, clerk, get up. We will now put it to a vote. Those in favor of the motion that the Section 20 be removed from the bill, please raise your tax. As those who said no, please raise your tag. Honorable members, the results of the votes. May I observe? Observe who? Whom are you going to observe? No, the absence, I mean, you need to also, for correct procedure, the absence, who doesn't favor the yes or no. You need to count them also. We don't know that. Yes. Honorable members, the results of the votes. Those for yes, 28 votes. Those for no, 8. So the ayes have it. Honorable members, clause 20 is now expunged. Clause.
It's clause 5. It was amended in section 20. So it's clause 5 of the...
The expunged.
Yeah. So now section 20 of the act will maintain. So there is no amendment.
Honorable members, if you look at it, clause 5, that's the amendment of section 20. We are going to expunge that. It will therefore mean there will be no amendment to section 20. So it is proposed, I put the question. Now, clause 5, amendment of section 20 is expunged from the bill.
Clause 6, amendment of section 21. Close. 6.
Honorable members, it is proposed that clause 6, amendment of section 21, stand part of the bill. Any comments? Yes, honorable member for Brikama North.
Amendment to the proposal, and which we will now read. 21, right of appeal. A, the chairperson, deputy chairperson, or other member of the council who is removed from office on the grounds set out in subsection 1A, B, or C of section 20, appeal to the Court of Appeal within 14 days of the report of the tribunal that the allegation contained in the notice has been substantiated. Decision of the Court of Appeal and any order under subsection 1 shall be delivered within 30 days of the filing of the appeal. I propose.
Help us with the principal act that is proposed for amendment, so that they will understand better.
The principal act.
Yes.
Principal act, the chairperson, deputy chairperson, or other member of the council who is removed from office on the grounds set out in subsection 1A, B, C of the subsection 20 may appeal to the High Court within 14 days of the decision of the president removing him or her. That is for High Court now to Court of Appeal. And this one of the High Court, that is the Court of Appeal, on any of the appeal by a chairperson under subsection 1 shall be delivered within 14 days of the filing of the appeal and shall be final. So here shall be final is also out. And then where we have the High Court is out for Court of Appeal. Because if there is an appeal at the Court of Appeal, there is room for appeal to the Supreme Court. If you say it's final, that is contravening the law.
Yeah, with the issue of final, I think that can be considered. But I think the removal of section 20 has some reverberant effect on this one. You know, you cannot remove section 20.
And then Honorable Speaker, because the two amendments where there is that order. Yes. Now that means since we have not amended section 20, that means the amendment can only be limited to High Court to Court of Appeal. And then the final one, that is the is final. That one also can be removed because the rest of the part has connection to 20. Since that is not there, then that means we don't need the other areas. Yeah. So we only amend High Court to Court of Appeal, and then the appeal is final, also be amended. I hope you understand my point. What I'm saying here, in the previous proposal for amendment, we leave as it is. That is for High Court to be changed to Court of Appeal. And then the parent act, the last word, shall be final. Because if you say you appeal to the Court of Appeal, it cannot be final. You have room for appeal at the Supreme Court. So that one also be removed.
Honorable member, I think I want to believe that if it had been amended, if members had agreed to the amendment, then you have gone to the appeal court. But so far, it remains as it is. From the minister, you appeal to the High Court. Minister's decision, you appeal to the High Court. So I think the High Court should remain. What should be out is that final something on the Constitution.
Chair.
What is the final dispute? Where you have final something.
Chair.
if you look at section 21, 2, yes.
21 2, yes.
Yeah, can you read it?
The decision of the High Court on any appeal by person under subsection 1 shall be delivered within 30 days of the filing of the appeal and shall be final. So that last phrase shall be final.
That's there should be room to appeal to these things. So we remove and shall be final.
Shall be final, yes.
Majority.
Yeah, thank you. Looking at what we did in section 20 to expunge that. So I think the way it's drafted in the bill, like the way it is, that section 20 of the Principal Act is amended by deleting the word High Court wherever they occur in subsection 1, 2, and substitution by Court of Appeal in case. I think that is okay. That is speaking the language of the Local Government Act, and issue of sub final, of course, that is in contravene of the Constitution, which I agree. But let's maintain what has been given to us in the bill.
Honorable Majority, you are saying that section 21 of the Principal Act is amended by deleting the words High Court wherever they occur in subsection 1 and 2, and substituting for them the words Court of Appeal in this case. We leave that proposal.
That's his proposal. I think we are speaking the same
No,
language.
where our problem was, the substitution from High Court to Court of Appeal was necessitated by the tribunal to be formed by the Chief Justice. But where you don't have that, the decision of a minister is sometimes challenged at the High Court.
Honorable Speaker, now where we have the High Court, what I'm saying, I think we are speaking the same language. The initial bill will stand as it is. What I'm proposing for amendment, what we will only be amending the last clause, that is final, and leave the initial amendment as it is.
Have you heard it? I want to let you understand that the Court of Appeal is an appropriate place for this appeal. And that's why I'm in agreement for removing the High Court and maintaining the Court of Appeal as drafted and removing the word final.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I think we are speaking the same language. The Honorable Speaker.
No. Chair, that portion of the Constitution that talks about final decision. You want it amended or not?
No, the High Court and the Court of Appeal.
You know, this thing stands, clause 16 stands, the proposal stands, that is to change from High Court to Court of Appeal. Now, the other one has the final decision. What about that?
Whether it's there or not, well, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chair,
Chair, can we also contribute?
Honorable Chair, what I'm saying is that, and what he's also saying is, the initial bill we leave as it is, and then what I'm proposing for amendment, we ignore that one, except where we have on subsection 2, shall be final. So shall be final should be the addition to the initial bill. That should be deleted. Shall be final. So we leave the initial bill, changing Court of Appeal to Court of Appeal. And then in subsection 2, delete shall be final.
Why?
No. Why do you want to delete that? Chair.
the Constitution. Yes, let me get all of you now. Yes, honorable member for
Yes.
Central Body East.
I have a short intervention. What I want to say is, before putting this final here, what the Constitution says, lift it and put it there, or you forget about it. It's simple. Because the Constitution's, the highest court, the last court of appeal in the country is Supreme Court. Put Supreme Court there. It's simple. Or you leave.
Yes, honorable member for Woodley East.
Thank you. Honorable Chair, the reason why the High Court is put there is because this type of cases do go to the High Court. That's where they are supposed to go. They are not supposed to go to the appeal court or something. So the High Court, for example, when you have elections, you take it to the High Court. You don't take it to the Court of Appeal. You take it to the High Court. So if you check the Constitution, you will see that most of these cases, they will say, take it to the High Court. You don't go to the Court of Appeal.
Honorable member, Commission's report, queries against the Commission goes to the Court of Appeal. This is a commission. Ordinarily, decisions are taken to High Court, but the Commission goes to the Court of Appeal. And the Constitution provides that there is no limit. You cannot prevent somebody from appealing. I think that's what the agreement is. Whether we can to put that final thing there, that the decision is final, is the question. But it should start from the Court of Appeal, because it's a commission.
Yes.
Commission's report.
Yes.
It goes to the Supreme Court. So, I believe, is that word shall be final. Because we have now agreed that the proposal in your bill stands as it is. But there is a portion that should be deleted on the principal, that should be amended on the principal act. That's to make the decision of the Court of Appeal final. That may go contrary to the Constitution itself.
How will the text read now?
We just delete that.
Read it for us, we hear, because we are not getting any sense out of this debate.
Read the
Yeah, I'm clear that. The decision of the Court of Appeal on any appeal by care person under subsection 1 shall deliver within 30 days of the filing of the appeal. Finish.
No. Read the principle. What is there now? What is in the principle?
That's the principle that I'm reading.
But you have read the amendment.
What is in your bill?
The bill, what is in the bill is okay, I was omitting that one.
Yeah, don't open it. We want you to.
The decision of the High Court on any appeal by a chairperson under subsection 1 shall be delivered within 30 days of the filing of the appeal and shall be final. So that and shall be final is what we want to delete.
So you want to delete?
Yes.
How will it read now if you delete it?
Yes, you will omit and shall be final.
Honorable member for Central Body, it means if you file it there, the other so you cannot appeal against it.
Yeah.
Yes.
But, Chair, I think I understand. But in the bill, what it seeks to address is to change the High Court and the Court of Appeal. That is in the bill. That is in the bill. We are in agreement with that. The proposed bill. Yeah. But this is it a new insertion again or what?
No, what is happening, Honorable, is we don't want to have a bill that is in contradiction
exactly
to the Constitution. So far, with these amendments, if you are saying it's final, somebody can challenge it.
Yeah, because if you look at section 126, it's 20, that the Supreme Court. Okay, 1226. The Supreme Court shall be the final. The Supreme Court shall be the final court of appeal for the Gambia and shall have such appellated and other jurisdiction as may conferred on it by the constitution of the law. So there will be agreement to that. Then for us to tie it up with the constitutional provision. Yeah.
So what is your proposal? The proposal is section 6, clause 6 clause 6 amendment of section 21 stand part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no.
Amended.
That's amended.
Yes, it should.
Members, you know, clause 6, amendment of section 21. Section 21, I think we agree to amend it. Then it should be as amended. Let me make the proposal again. It is proposed that clause 6, amendment of section 21 as amended, stand part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. So you have taken note of that.
Clause 7, amendment of section 27A.
It is proposed that clause 7, amendment of section 27A, stand part of the bill. Any proposals or proposed amendments?
Hello?
Yes, Honorable Member for Central Badibu.
Yes, thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, this particular section, I'm calling for deletion. We delete entire 27A, because if you look at the ruling of the Supreme Court, it gives the Constitution, gives the Council the autonomy, and the ruling was based on that, based on section 194 of the Constitution, if my memory serves me here. 4 and 5, 194 and 195. So let's delete this thing. The chairperson of the council who intends to travel outside the Gambia on official business shall notify the minister. It should be all deleted. The council should have their autonomy to operate on their own.
Thank you very much, Chair. Amendment to section 27A, as proposed, I want us to bear it in mind. There are revenue implications to this. I am not asking them to take permission, but it's in line out of respect. They haven't got autonomy yet. We are working toward that. But as a stand, they are still under the supervision of the ministry. So notifying that, even parliamentarians who are traveling, we notify the speaker in writing. So there is no harm for them to also notify their parent ministry in writing. So I totally support the submission forwarded by the minority leader on this particular provision. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's tell him then minority you can come in. Yes.
Yes, Honorable Chair. If just of recent, we spoke about deleting section 20, and the justification that has been put by the majority leader was that was a court ruling. The Supreme Court made a decision, and we look at that decision and see it as valid. What I'm saying also, if you look at the Supreme Court decision, section 27A of the Local Government Act, containing provision prohibiting members of the council from traveling outside the Gambia without the prior approval of the minister, is inconsistent with the provision of section 193(1) of the Constitution, which provides for a high degree of local autonomy of councils. So what I'm saying is, why are you talking of notifying them? These are institutions. Let's allow them to operate. Notify.
Please, clarification.
Deputy Speaker and nominated member Honorable Siri.
Chair, I think as the majority leader indicated, and what the member for Central Balibo is reading is approval, and this one is notifying, and to notify is in best practice, because once they notify the ministry, which is of course supervising the vote controller, the ministry in best practice could only note or if there is budgetary implication, they should say, in addition to noting your notification, we are also advising, it's our opinion that this visit might not be in the best interest of the country and a lot of budgetary implications may not be judicious. So I think we leave it as it is.
Honorable members, honorable member for Central Body. We are an autonomous body, Parliament. When I travel, I notify the President. Government is a system that network and interrelate. If you are all under one umbrella, when one is doing something else, the others to know that this person is here or is not around. But that's all it is. That's what I understand it to be.
Honorable Speaker.
Yes, let me give chance to the Honorable.
Thank you.
Then we have the from there we have the Honorable
Speaker, yes.
Minority.
You're forgetting the
very much, Honorable Chair.
Yes, please.
Thank you very much. I think here we are only notifying the minister, not approval. So I think that's okay.
Honorable member for Nyamina Dankunku.
What the member for Same raised. It is about just to notify the minister they are traveling. It is not about approving. And in the Supreme Court ruling, what is captured there is approval. Here now the amendment we are doing is to notify them.
Honorable Speaker.
That one we have definitely. I don't think there is any issue in this.
To look at the Parent Act 27A, traveling outside the Gambia, a chairperson, deputy chairperson, or other member of the council shall not travel out of the Gambia without the prior approval of the minister. That can subject the members for their travel to be approved or disapproved. I think based on this, the court ruled that that is not fair to the members and then nullified. The aspect of seeking approval, I think the bone of consensus is on that. And this was the only issue that came up during the debate. And my position is that let's consider at the level of the National Assembly. The Speaker notifies the President only for information. Now, I did say perhaps what we can do is to limit the notification only to chairperson and mayor to the minister, because they are the head. The minister directly deals. No, I'm coming. I said in my submission during the debate.
Yeah, just
yeah, this is what I said.
Honorable members, let's be a little bit patient.
Yeah, this is what I said. I said
opposing
for members.
Honorable.
Yeah.
Let's listen, and then you will come. If you are not in agreement, I will allow you to come with your part of the story.
When the person raised this issue, I said, this is genuine. Let's limit it to the level of the National Assembly. I said members notify the Speaker. And then the Speaker also notifies the President. This is what I said. Perhaps what we can do is to amend and then make the members to be under their mayors and chairman, and then the chairman and the mayor to be notifying the minister. This was what I said. Those who were here. And based on this spirit, I propose this amendment as it is, and I read, the chairperson of the council who intends to travel outside the Gambia on official business shall notify the minister in writing, and such notification shall be for information of the minister only. So that's that. The chairperson. In the act, the chairperson defined include the mayor. When you say chairperson, it includes the mayor. Yes.
You can have chairperson stroke mayor.
Yeah.
Yes, Speaker, my last interview.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the amendment advanced to us is that the member of council, this is general to all elected officers in the council, the councillors, the chairperson, and leadership, to just notify. I'm in agreement with the decision of the Supreme Court that they should not seek for permission or approval. That is why it's void here. But this is just about mere communication to them putting their attention. So, and we are forced among equals. It's not appropriate for only the chairpersons and mayors. Councillors do travel. So it's important that they also communicate their traveling arrangement to the council, to the ministry. It's not as if they're asking for permission to travel, but for information sharing. I think we should not delabor on this, hence we have other things to do. Thank you very much.
Member for Sabak Sanjal.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I was just trying to say that notifying them should not be an issue here. We remember that if I personally travel without notifying the office of the Speaker or the line ministry that is responsible, what about if something happens outside the country which is not beyond my control? I think it's important that you notify the line ministry so that if there is anything that happens outside, at least the ministry will know that definitely this member has notified us of his absence, or of his travel. But if they don't know, you are giving the ministry the chance to say we were not aware of his travel. So anything that happens there is not under our responsibility. So I think it's important that you allow them to notify the ministry before leaving this country.
Honorable member, thank you very much. Honorable member for Fonyi Kansala.
Speaker, I think this is a quick one. We have to be open-minded here, if I've said this so, that if, for example, we want to narrow down to the mayors or the chairperson, are we fair to the minister? Who controls who? So I think here the bottom line is notification. I am in total agreement that the ministers will take in charge. Let's not belittle positions. If we do so, it means the bossing syndrome of I go anywhere I like. This is what we are encouraging. So I'm in agreement that let them pinpoint all notification to the minister. If not, if you notify the chairman, mayor, at the end of the day, it will come back to us again. Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable member for Central Badibu.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I think the purpose of making laws is for us to be very careful not to be entangled by the same law. Mind you, this is a law that you're talking about. Once you make it, notification and act is going to be mandatory now. Do you understand? Now, some are saying it's just mere communication. What do you call as mere communication? You are making a law, you call that mere communication. If it is mere, remove it out. My point is, this is not about pettiness. We are making a law for our councillors, and our constitution categorically made it very clear that they should be autonomous. Why are we now trying to come up with another act that is going to put them in a funny position? Some of the MPs, you are traveling here without the speaker knowing, your personal travelings. But have you ever notified the speaker? But that's you are doing official travel.
Please. Don't accuse members. Please.
No, don't.
Honorable, can you withdraw it, please? Withdraw it. Withdraw. No,
Honorable members.
Chair.
Please, order.
I'm on my toes, please. Can you
Honorable member, please.
I want.
Yes, let me make.
I want number 4. Withdraw.
Please. Honorable members, let's have order. Please. As I said, we will not deny anybody from speaking. As long as you want us to say we can stay until midnight, giving every person an opportunity to hear from you. Honorable Majority Leader, what were you saying?
No, I was just humbly asking members of Central Body not to ridicule members on the floor, to accuse them for traveling without even no, that is at the extreme. Please.
But continue.
Now, I am taking example of myself. I do go to Senegal without the speaker knowing it. I go to Casamas. Know what I'm saying? No, allow me to learn. If you are denying it, all right, myself as an example. Allow me to learn. Please, you allow me to learn. I'm making a point. My point is,
Honorable member for Central Badibu.
I'm wrapping up.
Honorable member.
My point.
Honorable member Central Badibu. When I interject, please hold on. Honorable members, please allow him to learn. When he is ready, we will give you an opportunity. Please, go ahead.
I'm not trying to offend any member. If you feel offended, sorry. But my take is, what I'm trying to put across, there was a Supreme Court ruling on this to give them the autonomy. Do you understand? So now, who are we to come up with another, clause to say that notify? Do you understand? What I'm saying is, let's leave as it is. Let's leave as it is.
Makers. We are lawmakers. Point of correction. Honorable member for we are lawmakers. Yes. Yes, we are lawmakers.
Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable member for Talindi.
Yes. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Yes, Chair. Thank you, Chair. I think it is in line. There is no harm for councils to notify the line ministry about their travels. But let me correct the misconception or the argument somebody put in, like you travel in case because there might be budgetary implications, and notification has nothing to do with that. It's not seeking any opinion from the ministry to say whether there are budgetary implications or that. Let's not misconstrue that thing. So notification is for the information of the minister only. And this is in line because suppose the ministry wants to deal with the council, and surprisingly, by the time they contacted the council, they are informed the mayor is out of country. This is a misunderstanding. It affects bureaucracy. But then also, somebody said it has to do with control. It's not also control. You know, but it's just easy flow of communication so that the ministry at all time will know that a council, a mayor or a chairperson is not in the country. So that for administration's sake. The last point is the member of council. I think that one is too broad. The member of council. I think like the mover of the motion said, we can limit it to a mayor or chairperson notifying the minister or the ministry. Then the other councillors can notify the chairman and the mayor. Sorry, because imagine you are dealing with the whole country, somebody, a councillor in Basse and all other countries, how do they communicate to the minister?
Honorable members, we are saying almost the same thing continuously. But honorable members, please, just raise your tag. That's where you can stop. We are almost saying the same thing. This one we argue. We may end up going into a vote to agree or disagree. One will say this, the other will agree, somebody will disagree, and that it's only two areas. That is, the constitutional amendment, I believe, the decision of the Supreme Court is that they should not take permission. They should be free to go. Huh? But it does not say you cannot consult each other to tell them, oh, Modu, I am traveling tomorrow to Accra. That gives you the linkage that even if you need me, you know that somebody contacts you, you know that I'm not around. I have traveled. But somebody will contact you and you begin to find out only to come and know that he has traveled. And you are all working for the same goal in the same institution. So even if it is not there, people should be able to tell each other what you are doing. Even the boss and his junior. If you are going, you tell, if I am going out, I will tell CD I am going. No, but what I'm saying is, now there is law, it's more important. Now, no, what about if somebody fails? Because it's critical that you notify each other. It's simply very critical. And that's what most people are saying. Honorable, yes, Honorable, you see, I don't want to give. What I want to avoid is, we have over 10 names.
Clarification, I just want to clarify.
Yeah, somebody will come and tell me, I want to clarify. And I will, Honorable, I don't want to, we have about 10. What we are saying here is, we either agree, disagree, and go into a vote. Because it's two polls.
Clarification will make it simple now.
What you are going to say something that you have not said.
Yeah, honestly.
Huh?
Maybe you don't understand.
No, I'll give him the last chance.
That's my
All right. What do you want to say, minority?
Now, what I'm clarifying, I am not against what is called notifying the minister. In fact, I said during my response, I did clarify that. And I tried to narrow it down to National Assembly. What is happening here? The Speaker notified the President. we the National Assembly members notify. But what I said is that I can agree if we can amend the proposal, instead of the general members notifying the minister, the head, that is the chairman and the mayors, can notify the minister. And their councillors can notify. But I'm not saying that we limit everything to the chairman or mayor. I'm not saying that. Somebody was trying to say that. I said, instead, to make things easy for them, because some are very far, you want them to be notifying the minister or councillors would be very difficult. Let their chairman and their mayors notify the minister. They, the councillors, notify their chairman and mayors.
Chair,
yes.
Chair, yes. Honorable member. Yeah. Honorable member. Honorable members, I think this issue, since the day you were moving your bill, you said almost the same thing. Now, what we are saying, there are opposing voices here who are saying that both the chairperson